Gutter Trash is a proud member of the Comics Podcast Network.
Hello, welcome to Gutter Trash, episode 70, Serenity. Now, my name is Eric.
And my name is Jason.
How is you?
That's pretty good.
Good to hear.
Feeling a little fuzzy.
Fuzzy?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, a little loose and,
Did you eat a cat?
I don't believe so. I'm not from Melmac, sir.
So you did not eat any pussy then today?
Not at all. Never on Sundays. It's the Lord's Day. Let's save that for the week. The work week, as we like to call it.
Of course. Because it is work.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
You get leg cramps.
Yeah.
You get down there and...
Jaw cramps.
Right. Yeah. Your mind starts to wander.
Yeah.
Make out a grocery list.
To-do lists in general.
To-do list.
Yeah. What am I going to do tomorrow? Am I going to have time to do it all?
Is this the weekend I'm trying to go to the hockey game?
Right.
No, it's not.
Right, you know. And then, of course, you still gotta somehow fit in your eating pussy time.
Right.
It's a chore. It is a chore. You don't get paid for it. It's nothing. We need to get out from underneath that oppressive system that has been built into our lives.
You're talking about pussy.
Right.
Okay. Yes. I hope to never get out from under pussy for all of my years. If I live to be 1,000, I hope I get laid until I'm a decrepit old, falling apart bag of bones.
Yeah. Here's to you. I know Jason a year ago would not have been saying that.
Yeah, not at all. I think I had...
You've seen the error of your voice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was like, I'm going to be celibate the rest of my life. Yeah. That's the way to go.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Met an awesome lady.
Yeah. Hi, Kathleen.
Hi, Kathleen.
She hates us.
She may or may not be listening. If she was listening, she may or might not have turned it off already.
Yeah.
But who can
blame her?
Right.
And not just because of what we've just been talking about, but just our awfulness in general.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would have to imagine that the listener, when they first hear this, has to go through some sort of convulsive pain at the sound of our voices.
You mean upon repeated listenings? Or
just in general.
Okay.
Just, I
don't know. I like our voices. It's just the content of what we say.
Content?
Yeah. I think we both have decent voices.
I'm not a big fan of my voice.
I love your voice.
Well, thank you.
I've listened to countless hours of it on the show.
Yes, you have. And in real life.
That's true.
Off the air.
It never ends. It never ends.
It really doesn't. One-on-one, man, I cannot shut up.
Yeah?
Really? You've been with me.
Yeah?
I talk a lot.
Well, I know, but
one-on-one.
Usually I'm only with you one-on-one, so I always forget.
Exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But, we gather some other people around, and then that's when I stop talking.
Like on a Tuesday night for bowling?
On a Tuesday, or a movie night kind of deal,
mm-hmm.
or
yeah.
Anything else.
Anything in public,
yeah,
right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, I enjoy your speaking roles, and I wish you had them more often and around bigger crowds than one.
Yeah. I wish I had some speaking roles in movies and
like a voiceover work.
I would love to be a voiceover guy, except again, I think my voice is awful. So,
but for cartoons and things like that, you could do impressions.
I don't know.
Change it up.
I've done my Tick impression on here before, or my Patrick Warburton impression.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was very good.
Well, it was okay, but if you created your own thing, it would be even better.
Right, but then that's not an impression anymore.
Well, I'm saying, like, if you did a cartoon voice,
Yeah.
you know, of your own, you know, creation.
Right.
That would be awesome.
Well, that means I'd have to actually think of a cartoon.
Yeah.
I don't want to take that much time and energy.
Well, maybe somebody else could think of the cartoon. They just hire you to create the voice. That would be easy.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just hire Jess Harnell,
Who's that?
the lead singer of Rockshirt.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You just heard like a 5-hour interview with him yesterday.
I didn't pay attention to their names. I'm really bad with names. I really am. There's people that come in once a week and use their credit cards that I don't know their name at my work. Anytime I could just look at their credit card. But
What's my name?
Eric.
Yeah, okay.
Eric.
Last name?
Sean Bourne.
I don't know. Well, sir, my name is Stan Lipkowski.
Ah.
You've been getting this wrong. 2 years almost we've been doing this.
That would be bizarre. Like if you found out,
Year and a half.
right. Year and a half into whatever that you didn't know your partner's name and you thought you did. That would be ironic.
Hey.
Like, yeah, never mind. I want to talk about something later. I don't want to say it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But, yeah.
Yeah, I was, first 2 years I dated my ex, I thought her name was Rebecca.
Right.
It's not, apparently.
Did you get the tattoo? That would have been,
Yeah.
awkward. Awkward. Did you show it to her on, like, Valentine's Day?
Our anniversary.
Oh. That must have went over poorly.
Very, very poorly. It's amazing that she stayed with me 5 years after that.
Oh.
Wow. I'm a fuck up.
So have you done anything super exciting lately?
No.
No?
I'm becoming more and more of a recluse.
Really? More and more?
More and more.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had thoughts yesterday of, like, leaving my house a bunch of times, and I just never did.
You were off all day?
Yeah.
You didn't have to leave?
I didn't have to leave, but, it's nice to... The weather was nice, and,
Right.
I thought I'd go out and be a little bit social and see some friends, and I just stayed home.
Did artwork, though?
I did artwork all day.
That's good.
But, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'd rather, have the middle ground where, you did artwork 2/3 of the day, maybe, and
Right.
the other third you went around and enjoyed the nature and whatnot.
The cool breeze, the sun in the sky.
The weather.
The weather.
Mother Nature.
Mother Nature fucker. What?
But yeah, it's cool to work indoors all day some days.
But that's what I do, every day.
Right.
Yeah.
But you don't get to work on sweet-ass stuff like you worked on yesterday.
That's true. That is true.
I'm pretty excited about this. Should we talk about that? Not like what you worked on specifically, but...
Let's not.
Mm-hmm.
But there will be just pay attention to your gutter trash feed within the next week.
Mm-hmm. There'll be something on the way.
There will be.
Oh, cryptic.
That's assuming that everybody actually subscribes and doesn't just go to the website and download them. I would assume they would subscribe. I don't know.
To the show?
To the show.
Yeah. Well, I hope so.
Yeah, it's the easiest way. It just comes to you automatically.
It is free.
And it's free, of course. Yeah. But if I didn't have to go to a website to download something all the time, then,
Why would you?
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
In fact, when I first started listening to podcasts, that's kind of how I did it, and I stopped listening to certain podcasts because it's like, this is a pain in the ass.
Downloading all the time?
They just going to their website
Right.
once a week and trying to find whatever the new episode is, and that's when I discovered the RSS feed.
What does that stand for?
I'm not sure.
Okay. I'd never heard those acronyms before.
But it makes the show come once a week automatically.
Wow, it's like a blowjob.
It is like a
For
blowjob.
the show.
For the show.
Wow.
For the internet.
That's what we need.
We need internet blowjobs.
Yeah. Digital fellatio.
Yes.
That's a really good name for like an 80s band.
Yeah.
Like an 80s cover band or something. I don't know.
Ooh.
Digital Felicia.
Yeah.
Could be digital versions of sucky 80s songs.
Aren't most sucky 80s songs already like the synthesizer?
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. Digital versions of metal songs.
Okay. I like it.
You know, like, and of course, I don't know, when I'm thinking, like, digital version, I'm thinking, you know, James Kachaka's last album style.
Right.
Right.
Very,
you know, MIDI.
Yeah, MIDI distorted.
Nintendo 8-bit kind of music. But like, you know, Slayer.
That'd be awesome. Oh, isn't there a band that does Slayer, like, Nintendo versions? I'm thinking something like that.
I'm not sure.
I don't know, maybe not. Oh no, there's a band that does Rain and Blood a cappella. I forget what it's called.
I don't know either.
I'm mixing that with, like, The Advantage and Hella in my brain.
I think I've heard Tori Amos do Rain and Blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got some sweet covers, actually.
Yeah. And I've heard Reggie and the Full Effect do a cover of Rain and Blood.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's pretty good.
That is pretty awesome.
Rain and Blood. It's a good song.
It is.
It's a good album.
It is a very good album.
I bought an Iron Maiden album today.
Ooh.
I bought Peace of Mind at the second time around.
Yeah.
I almost bought an 80s greatest hits because every time I go to second time around, I look for Somewhere in Time, and I never have it.
Right.
It has some of my favorite Iron Maiden songs on there, including Waste Years. Would
you like a copy of that?
I kind of would, but I want the, like, artwork and everything. I love that cover. It reminds me of, like,
him cyborgy with a laser gun type thing.
He's like holding in the air.
Yeah.
For some reason, it reminds me of what's that really boring movie that looks awesome?
Goliath.
Oh no, it's much better than that. Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, the movie version?
What?
What's the Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, the movie version?
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner. I couldn't think of the name. I keep imagining the comic, but yeah, for some reason that album cover reminds me of Blade Runner all the time. I think it's the, like, you know, cityscape in the background.
And Harrison Ford.
And Harrison Ford as Eddie.
Right.
He did a good job. And Rutger Hauer, ironically, was the roadie for Iron Maiden on their first tour.
Yeah.
And the Killers and Iron Maiden tour.
Little known fact, he actually subbed as the lead vocalist between when their original vocalist was kicked out of the band and before they found Bruce Dickinson.
Oh yeah, that was him.
Yep.
Wow. Man. What a trooper that guy is. Get a trooper piece. Oh, jeez.
Let's see if I can cram in a terrible... Nope, can't do it.
Oh.
I was going to say, Rutger Hauer has a fear of the dark.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
That's one of their...
And he's a prowler.
Oh. Wow.
I love that song.
Probably.
And he's a Charlotte the Harlot.
Yeah, I think he's going to die with his boots on, that guy.
Ooh, ace is high.
Oh, man.
Can we do this the rest of the episode?
That would be awesome. Oh. Okay. Hi.
Hello.
Pat's birthday was last week. Happy birthday, Pat.
He's 20 years old now. One more year and he can drink legally.
I think yeah, you're probably right. I started to say I think he's 22, but
I think,
double deuce. He is the old
I had something to say. My comedic timing's not very good today.
Ooh. We should drink more.
We should.
And faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll take a break. Drink some more.
All right, we'll be back. Okay, well, we're back.
And we're drunker.
Anyway, Pat's birthday, 22.
Yeah, 22.
St. Patrick's Day, ironically.
Whoa, that is weird.
Is that why he was named that?
Yeah. Yeah.
It'd have to be, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Kain, that's Irish, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Too bad it's not McCain.
McCain. That'd been perfect.
Then I
Patrick
wouldn't be
McCain.
questioning it.
Patrick
Of course,
McCain.
then I guess at that point he could be Scottish.
That's, yeah.
Maybe it's Mac Cain if he's Scottish.
With a, yeah.
With an A.
Yeah. Right.
Like McLeod. Connor McLeod.
I was thinking Brewster McLeod. What's Connor McLeod?
Connor McLeod is the Highlander.
Oh. Never saw it.
One of the Highlanders.
I thought there could be only one.
You'd think.
Yeah.
But apparently there's millions. Wow. And they're from another planet.
Oh, their tagline just sucks.
Yeah.
That'd be like...
Yeah.
It'd be like, you know... Star Wars starts out with a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, and then like it cuts to like
Ohio.
The year, yeah, 2133 or something. You're like, you got it all wrong, you assholes.
Ow!
What'd you do?
Just jammed my beer bottle right into my teeth.
Oh, don't do that.
Hurt.
That's bad.
It hurt.
Are you bleeding?
No.
We're enjoying some beautiful. Miller Genuine Drafts.
Hells yeah.
MGD, as the kids say.
Yes. Lager beer. Mm-hmm. Because, I don't know if I've made this official on the show, I'm done with fancy beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it the pretentiousness of the fancy beer?
The taste.
Yeah, the taste.
I don't like wheat ales and pale ales and Indian beers and, any other fanciness. Name some more fanciness.
Well, I just had a Thirsty Dog Siberian Nights, which they have like sort of a like not quite a fruity flavor, but like a sweet, thick, nutty.
Yeah, I don't like nutty. Don't like thick.
That's good.
Fruity, I might be okay with.
Yeah,
but
like a hint of.
Sweet I'm okay with, but every time I see a beer that proclaims that it is fruity and or sweet, usually it just turns out to be thick and nutty.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Why do beers lie to me?
They're bastards.
Like I bought a 12-pack of Christmas beer over Christmas, ironically. And, had all these descriptions of, a hint of cinnamon, some ginger, honey, and it tasted like none of those things.
Yeah. This was at the Sierra Nevada one?
Yeah.
See, I like that one. Like, I don't love it. It's not in my top 5 or whatnot, but...
So yeah, I just regular old cheap beer. That's good for me.
Hey, I can.
If it's good for blue collar America, it's good enough for me.
That's right. That's right.
Damn Skippy.
I can drink it.
I do like an Amber Bock, and I like a Killing's Red, which probably closer to a lower class beer, but
it's a work week beer.
Yeah, I just Guinness, Great Lakes, Sierra Nevada. I can do without any of those.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
Wow. Well, I'm with you on the I'll drink anything thing. Like I'll drink MGD,
right?
But also I love like the Sierra Nevada has a Bigfoot, and I hadn't seen that in like 2 years, and they had it at Belmont Party Supply today, and I was like, ooh, it's like a thick like I think it's a wheat ale, but yeah, it's really good. I might try it again sometime.
Well, you do that.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know either.
Oh my bow.
You got any interesting things happening to you?
I don't think so. Let's see, my school finished up. I don't have school next week. Really excited about that. Spring break. I'm gonna party.
Going to Florida? Mexico?
Well, no, instead of... Because I'm in these, visual communications classes where I spend, the entire day, stuck on a computer, doing things in Photoshop. So to celebrate not having to do that, Tuesday, I'm going to spend all day in a computer coloring stuff in Photoshop. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like a change of pace.
Yeah, that's what I need. Just like a little...
Gotta let loose.
I know, I gotta unfurl.
Right.
And then
decompress.
and Thursday, I'm actually going to a school, not my own, but I'm going to a high school to hang out with the assistant principal so he can show me how crazy the school is. He says it's really nutty. He shops at Mavericks, and he's a Mike that used to work there. So he invited me to come out and hang out with him, and he's going to show me how nutty the school is.
He's the assistant principal?
Yeah.
I thought he was a coach.
He's a gym teacher and an assistant principal.
That's not possible.
I think he does.
There's a reason I don't like that.
He does alternate days. And Mike's good people. He's made me sushi.
Not from when I worked with him.
Well, he maybe wasn't the best Mavericks employee ever, but he's a good guy. He's made me sushi a few times. Brought it in.
That's pretty gay.
Yeah.
But then again, he is a gym coach.
That's true. And you know what that's all about? Blowing whistles and
ramming assholes
what?
with cocks.
That's illegal. That is illegal, sir.
That's why you're supposed to keep it quiet.
I know, but you just announced it to fives of people.
Well, they've all been there.
Yeah, that's true. Literally, they probably all went to that school.
Yeah. Altar.
Horace Man over in Oakwood. You know what that's at?
Nope.
No.
I am pretty sure that doesn't actually exist.
I think it's one of those weird things that's man with two ends, which is even fishier.
There's Fairmont. Is that what you're thinking of?
No, it's on the other side of the Fairmont's on the south side. It's
but it's in Oakwood.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. Now this one's almost in the downtown, over by Schroyer, where Bellbook is, that area. Yeah. Horseman.
Fairmont's on Schroyer.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It's not that one. It's miles away from. It's 2.5, 3 miles maybe from whatever that other one was called, Fairmont. Wow. What? Hello.
I don't believe this place exists.
Oh yeah, I've driven by it. It's over near Shadow Lawn and
Mike used to live on Shadow Lawn.
Patterson's in that whole area back in there.
There's Bellbook and Comic.
Right.
There's a Dairy Mart. No, it's Circle K. There's a Marion's.
It's not on Schroyer. It's if you go down Schroyer and turn down Patterson, it's back in there, back in Oakwood. It's closer to. It's halfway.
But Fairmont's in Oakwood.
Yeah,
and it's not on Schroyer. It's
right. It's a different place. It's a different school. It says about 2 miles away, which is odd. I'll give you that. Two high schools in the same suburb, I guess would be the word. Yeah, it's kind of weird. But that one's a Dayton public school, the Horseman, as opposed to
Fairmont.
I think it's a Kettering school. Yeah.
Okay. But they're both in Oakwood.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy. Yeah.
I've actually lost interest in this 20 minutes ago.
With the
with this whole high school conversation.
Yeah.
Just being an asshole.
Maybe he'll have sushi there. That's what I'm hoping. That's the reason I'm going. I know he eats it at school sometimes. Takes it with him.
But hey, you get to check out hot young high school chicks.
That's right. And why else would I leave the house anymore?
Right. So you get to be... so basically, I should be looking at the news on Thursday evening for a pedophile being arrested at this fake high school.
Maybe it's a sting. Because there's, like you said, there's... Maybe it's not a real high school. And he's just inviting me there to be like, so why did you come, Jason?
Yeah.
We've read the emails.
Came from the fresh young Poontang.
Yeah, well, I wasn't there just to play kickball, if you know what I'm saying.
You're there to have your balls kicked.
Whoa! Hello.
By kicked, I mean with a tongue. Of a 16-year-old girl.
That's gross. We can't talk about that on here. Wow, I just feel gross talking about that. Ugh.
So then let's cleanse the palate.
Okay.
Serenity!
Serenity, yes. Serenity now. Wow. Sorry about that, everybody.
Sorry about what?
That high school meandering.
Oh, that was 90% my fault.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then, yeah. Go for it.
Yeah. I was the one talking about, little 16-year-old girls blowing you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that.
Not a problem.
Gives me something to think about when I drift off to sleep tonight.
Well, that's true. Or when you drift off to sleep in the middle of the show.
It's quite possible. I had a couple. Those beers I didn't realize until I bought the first one like a week ago. Oh, I'm derailing it already. I'm sorry.
That's fun.
They're 9.7% alcohol, which I think is a lot. Like, I don't know how much is in a normal beer. Like this guy here, we got a 12-ouncer Miller MGD. I don't see anywhere on here actually where it says, but
Does not, apparently.
that's weird. Maybe it's not. It's just piss.
It could be. Maybe that's why I enjoy it. I love a golden shower.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Sorry, Joe. You'll be hitting the golden showers when you go to high school on Thursday.
Yeah.
This so far is dirtier than episode 69 was. I'm kind of disappointed.
That is bizarre. We should have saved it.
Yeah. Or we should have done it a week earlier.
That's true.
Right.
We should always do everything a week earlier.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have
hindsight.
Free time later on.
Hindsight.
I'll have some hindsight Thursday.
Oh,
Check
yes,
out
you
the
will.
asses.
Yeah.
Yeah, son. Wow. I thought those were going to crack. Speaking of cracks, I'll be looking at some of those on
Oh!
Serenity now.
Serenity now. Yes.
So, you made me watch Firefly.
I have been making you watch Firefly for the past 14, 13 weeks.
That could be the biggest build-up to a movie review we've ever done.
Yeah?
Was that your plan? Is that why we started watching Firefly?
Sorta.
Mm-hmm.
Sorta.
Wow, you're like Jeff Johns. You think so far ahead.
I do.
Wow. This is the brightest day of my life. But yeah, I think you told me about it. You were like, okay, it's the guy that did Buffy, and it's Cowboys in Outer Space, and I was like, these three things make me not want to watch it.
Yeah. Yeah. I worked at a TV station for about 4 years. Right around the time when I started working there, Firefly was on the air. Mm-hmm. Just started. My position there was basically I was paid to watch TV. So I was paid to watch Firefly. I hated it.
Really?
Worst fucking thing I ever saw in my life. There were just fucking countless promos for it. And it was just, I don't know, so overhyped. And then when the show actually came on, it was like, this is retarded.
Right.
I hated it.
Plus the music didn't help, I'm sure.
Music certainly did not help. For those of you who may have never seen Firefly, it has a theme song.
Yeah.
A lot of shows don't have theme songs anymore. Firefly is a good example of why not.
Yeah, like you remember in the 80s, all the there'd be a montage of the family doing their quirky antics with like a horrible song over top of it. That's what happens here.
Yeah. It's not good. It is not good.
It does sort of fit the theme of the show, like at least that. Like
it's like a kind of down-homey country theme, yeah. Mm-hmm. Very westerny,
right?
Cowboy-like.
Cowboys,
yeah.
God love them.
Doesn't prevent the awfulness of the theme song.
No.
But yeah, so the show wasn't on the air very long, and thank Christ, and hated it, and wanted nothing to do with it. I was done with it. A friend of mine badgered me and forced me to watch the entire series when it came out on DVD. And I fucking loved it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That is bizarre. I can't even imagine you relinquishing, to watch it, actually.
Oh, it was I think 2 years of him just just trying to get me to watch this show,
Right.
and then just
An
me
uphill
refusing,
Right.
and just finally got tired. But yeah, I fucking
Caved.
loved it after I just, sitting down and watching it and seeing the episodes that never made it to air and watching it in order, because Fox aired them completely out of order.
Why would they do that?
Because they hate Joss Whedon.
You think they do?
Yeah, oh, totally.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, he made him a lot of money.
Bad blood.
Didn't make him some money though, right?
No.
Buffy?
No. That was WB.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So why do they hate him? Bad blood. Where's that?
Just, they fucked with him on Firefly.
Yeah.
And just didn't let him do his thing, and they kept changing the schedule around on him. I don't know.
that's horrible.
Just bullshit. Yeah. And then they did the same thing with him to Dollhouse as well, but fucking give a shit about Dollhouse.
I don't know anything about that.
I know it's a show, and I know it's not on the air anymore. Yeah, that's pretty much all I know about it.
That was one more thing that I knew about it. I knew it was a show, just to clarify. Okay. I thought it was a potato, not on the air anymore. Why not? Potatoes deserve their day in court.
No, yes. Never watched an episode, never had any interest in it. Mm-hmm. I've never seen an episode of Buffy, I've never had any interest in it.
I've seen maybe 3, and I enjoyed maybe 2.
Well, that's a high percentage.
But I didn't love them. I'd watch them. Like, Kathleen, my lady friend's a big fan.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind watching them with her, because I'm sure that would be a good time.
Yeah.
But, not a fan. Never have been. Don't understand the draw. Vampires, yeah. I did like the movie with Paul Rubens.
Kicking chicks.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
You're bless you, son.
I do, however, love Angel.
Okay. Yeah, the spin-off.
The spin-off, yes. Much different type of show.
Mm-hmm.
Much more manly and adult than Buffy ever was.
So you think that's why they started Angel?
Probably, yeah.
Just for the crowd that wasn't watching Buffy.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. I'm sure he wanted people who were watching Buffy to follow that over. But
Well, Angel, he was on Buffy, right? And then he left.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. And became Batman.
Yeah.
It was basically Batman, the TV show.
Really?
Just without a costume and with vampires.
Wow, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I love Batman.
Yeah. But no, yeah, I loved Angel, and I think it was on Angel where Joss Whedon began his working relationship with one Ben Edlund.
Oh, cool. Ben Edlund directed or wrote some?
He was a producer. He wrote a few. He may have directed a few.
Author of The Tick from the 80s.
Yes.
For those of you out here who aren't a fan of The Tick, you should check it out.
You should be a fan of The Tick.
It's fucking awesome.
Fuck yeah. But, then on Firefly, Ben Edlund was a producer on that show. He wrote several episodes.
Yeah. Those were funny ones, too.
Very funny
Like
ones.
the one where Jane finds this... They go back to the
Jamestown.
Yes. Jamestown.
People who worship him.
That was hilarious. I think that was the first one that was just really, really hilarious to me. I mean, there were some funny parts in other ones, but...
Right.
Yeah. Good stuff. Yeah, Firefly. What is it called, Firefly? I can't remember. Is that the ship? I thought it was called Serenity.
The ship is called Serenity, but it's a Firefly class.
Okay. It all comes together.
Yes, it does. So, so I forced you to watch Firefly, and if I'm not correct, you disliked it immensely.
The very first episode,
Yeah.
I couldn't get into it.
Yep.
But I agreed to watch another one.
Yes, you did.
And I liked the second one.
Yeah.
And then I loved the third one.
Yeah.
And from there on out.
Yeah. Pretty much the same thing that I had when I watched them on DVD.
Right.
Yep, building all this way up to the movie.
Serenity the movie.
Show was canceled, caused a big uproar amongst the Joss Whedon fans, the brown coats.
Is that what they call them?
That's what they call the Legion of Serenity fans.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Because the Malcolm wears a brown coat.
Yeah. And, that was their, the resistance, the independence, in the Great War between them and the Alliance.
Okay. Him and Zoe were in the war together.
They were. And it's a ragtag band of thieving space cowboys.
Quirky mixture of a group of people with different agendas.
Yeah.
Different reasons for being on the ship.
Yeah.
I guess that would fall into the category of agendas.
Yeah.
Different haircuts, eye colors. I guess maybe shoe sizes. We don't know.
Right.
They never told us that.
No.
Why would they tell us that?
I think we're supposed to infer that.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, and the weird thing about shoe sizes, a 10.5 in the ladies, not a 10.5 in the men's.
Nope.
Different size.
Very different.
Those of you that didn't know that, write that down. Could be important later. If you're bowling.
There will be a quiz.
Yeah. But yeah,
So here we are, Serenity, the movie.
Excellent movie. I liked it.
Excellent.
Quite a bit.
Excellent.
It was like the show, pretty much exactly.
Yeah, but bigger.
Better budget.
Better budget.
Like
better looking, I think.
Yeah. It's the film stock.
Yeah. Good effects.
Mm-hmm.
Big action.
Mm-hmm. Cool spaceship stuff.
Yeah, lots of dogfights in space. Space zombies. And it was very well explained.
Yeah. It was a really good backstory for the space zombies. Which you don't usually get with space zombies.
You don't get with any zombies, really.
No.
Yeah.
People just wake up in a hospital bed.
Right.
Like Robert Kirkman ripped off from 28 Days Later.
Right.
And just no backstory whatsoever. But yeah, it was very well done. The Reavers you're referring to there.
Yes, I am. And they are essentially just space zombies.
See, I was awake. You didn't think I was. I'm just kidding.
Okay. But all the big mysteries of the show are tied into this movie. Revealed answers given.
Mm-hmm.
Relationships strengthened. And, taken to the edge, though.
Maybe one even blossoms, I would say.
Oh, I would say so as well.
Spoiler. I'm not going to say who.
Okay.
I just said spoiler.
Let's just say somebody gets fucked.
Somebody's munching on the shag carpet. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I want to apologize for that joke last episode I was thinking about later. It's really horrible.
Oh, the lesbian one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
The lickety split.
Yeah, that's
packing
fine.
the shit. Oh,
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
What, did you get complaints?
No, I didn't. I just should have, like, after I said it, I should have been like, wonka, 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 ba, 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 just to play it up a little bit.
But you told us it was a joke.
Okay.
We were all expecting a joke.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
Yeah. It's not like you're like, oh, I got the story to tell you. And
Yeah, it's about people packing their shit in each other's assholes.
right, yeah.
You know, the way gays do.
It was clear that it was a joke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet, okay.
And by my actually releasing episode 18, it's clear now that I no longer give a shit about anybody of being offended.
True that.
Yeah.
All right, cheers to that. All right, well, thanks, everybody. For not writing it. Yeah, it's a good movie, and it really ties things together. It gives you, like you said, you get to see some of the relationships. And when I say relationships, I just mean two people interacting,
Right,
not
right.
necessarily of the romantic nature.
I know.
But yeah, you get to see things kind of have some closure.
Yeah, because for all intents and purposes, this was, I think, I don't know my brown coat lore very well here, but I do know that like a bunch of fans sort of band together and petitioned hard and like I think maybe even helped financially.
Wow, really?
In helping the movie get made. Universal backed it. Of course, they had to change the name from Firefly to Serenity. Let Joss Whedon make his movie. That he had to sort of, make sure that he pleased old-time fans and was also able to, make it accessible to new people.
Right.
And, I think they were hoping that maybe this would spawn a series of movies. But at the same time, give people the closure that they needed, and just in case.
Right.
And then it bombed horribly.
The movie did not do it.
Failed.
Really? But so all the people that loved Firefly didn't go see it, or there just wasn't enough of them?
May not have been enough of them. Also,
It came out the same week as episode 1 or something.
It came out the same week as Flight Plan.
Oh, well, there's why. Why did they push it back? If you're going to see one movie about a craft traveling through the air, it's obviously going to be Flight Plan. There's no...
But, no, I did read a lot of excuses, maybe, that they did have a ton of free showings of the movie, like, well before the release date.
Okay.
Which I guess some people think may have hurt its, its box office take, since all the Serenity fans, had already seen it by that point.
It's like that old saying, why pay full ticket price for a Serenity movie when you can go to the sneak preview for free?
Right.
That's why that saying's there.
Those old adages.
Yeah, gotta love them.
I did, however, go see it on opening day.
Paid your hard-earned money for it?
I paid my hard-earned money. My girlfriend went with me. A friend of mine from work went with me. And a good time was had by all. It was my second favorite movie of that year.
What was the first?
King Kong.
The Peter Jackson?
Yes.
Wow, okay.
Excuse me.
Pardon me.
Sorry, Joe. So, needless to say, I fucking love this movie.
It's really good.
I hadn't seen it since I saw it in the theater.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
5 years ago.
5 years ago, yeah. And, nothing changed. I still fucking love this movie.
Yeah.
In fact, there's a big thing that happens that, it's weird. I had kind of known that it happened when I went to see it theatrically. Shocked the fuck out of me anyway. Like, it just still managed to just, oh shit.
This time around?
No, the first time, even though I knew what happened.
Okay.
This time, knew exactly what happened and what was going to happen. Didn't shock me so much, but man, I just got kind of choked up and like I was kind of dreading it, because I knew it was going to happen.
Aww. I didn't know anything was going to happen, but there's some characters that forever are changed.
Yes.
Possibly in the living or dead sense.
Yes.
It's kind of a bummer.
I don't know if I want to spoil it. I mean, I know it's a 5-year-old movie to a 7-year-old TV show, but something happens to probably one of my favorite characters on the show.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite character on the show. Yeah.
It's too bad.
Yeah.
It's too bad. These things happen. It teaches us about life.
No, it doesn't. It fucks with you.
Maybe he had to do something else. They're like, we're going to make a series of movies. Or he or she. And she or he says...
well, we know that Ron Glass has always been trying to push for that big Barney Miller reunion.
And he had to, And, he's like, Abe Vigoda's not going to live forever. I mean, it looks like he is, but he's literally not.
He had to hedge his bets, and he's holding out for the Barney. So they killed off his character.
Where are you, Hal? Make it happen.
I know. Again, like you said, Abe Vigoda is not going to live forever.
Yeah.
And it's getting closer every day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's been knocking on death's door since
fucking Barney Miller.
Yeah.
He had to be 70 on that show.
Since Velcro shoes were
30 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy's got to be... I think last time I heard he was 131, right?
Or, Joe Cancer.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Sorry. It's my fault for...
No, I forget that we weren't trying to do a comedy show. Barney Miller, though, what a great show.
It is so good.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
I'm glad you reinvigorated that into my life. Reintroduced. Because I used to watch that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
My brother was a huge fan. I didn't get it when I first saw it, but then I started to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then,
God bless Netflix, really.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I've watched that, The Greatest American Hero, Sledgehammer.
Oh, Sledgehammer.
All these shows that, I know I used to love when I was a kid, but it's like, am I going to like him, now that I'm older?
And you do like all three of those?
Greatest American Hero, I can give or take. It's pretty dated.
Yeah. I only saw, I saw half an episode over here, and I was like, oh, okay.
I mean, I love the concept.
Yeah.
I totally wish that they would make a movie of that or like a remake of it.
Ooh, Joss Whedon's not doing anything.
Oh, that's true.
That'd be awesome.
But yeah, that could definitely stand for a timely update. Mm-hmm. But because the concept is great,
keep the haircut though.
Oh, you got to have the white fro.
Yeah, keep it.
The blonde afro. Well, yeah, that's William Cat. What can you do?
You can't do nothing with that hair, that's for sure. So Serenity and Firefly.
Yeah.
A couple things I wanted to say about the series. So, I think that it really works because the characters are so diverse. Like every character, there's some there seemingly for comedic relief, like Jane's comedic relief.
Wash.
Yeah. But I think they do a great job of just writing interesting stories about characters you care about, and the best part is there's things that happen in the show that you just don't expect to happen at all, or you're expecting the traditional like, oh well, here's the turn about to come because this is what always happens,
right,
and then it doesn't happen,
or it goes the opposite way,
or they make fun of it, they sort of like they can tell what they're you're expecting them to do, and they not only don't do that, but they make fun of that,
right,
which I think is brilliant. I think it's a great show and movie, just because it's simple enough that anyone could get into it. It's not like
you don't need to know backstory,
right?
And I mean there is backstory. But, it's not necessary. You don't need to know about the technology on the world.
Right, yeah. It's not too intricate.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like very like well written, and I don't want to say clever because that sounds like it's trying too hard, but I mean it's witty and it's good. Right. It's very good.
I think one other thing, like if anybody has ever like just avoided it because it's sci-fi, and all that. I mean, honestly, like rewatching the show with you and watching the movie, it's the parts where they actually sort of blatantly say, "Hey, this is sci-fi," that sort of jar you, because they are so infrequent.
Right.
I mean, you honestly like throughout the whole thing, they're robbing places and doing all this stuff, and then you kind of have to stop and they're in a spaceship.
Yeah.
Like you forget that's what their situation is.
It's a Western. Yeah. I mean, like some of them speak, like Kaylee has the Southern drawl.
Right.
Like they wear like, Malcolm looks like a cowboy, basically. Right. I mean, sort of a Buck Rogers space cowboy, but still a cowboy. But yeah, like Wash even said something in one of the last couple episodes about, this seems like something from a sci-fi movie. They're like, we're in a spaceship,
Right, yeah.
But yeah, they do a good job of like making you forget that it doesn't fall into a genre trapping, even though it has a lot of the things from that genre.
I think one of the big things that helps it is that no aliens. It's entirely in space, but you never see any aliens. Every planet they go to is looks and feels like Earth, or like a giant Western town.
Yeah. Exactly.
People ride horses, but they also ride, those hover cars from Star Wars.
Exactly. It kind of like Star Wars is a good analogy because, George Lucas obviously he says he was inspired by Westerns and pirate movies and whatnot, and you can see a little bit of that in there. But this feels even more so like a Western that just has sci-fi technology.
Right.
Like, what was that cartoon when I was a kid, Brave Star? Do you remember that? No. It's the Brave Star of sitcoms. I don't know. That sounds like the worst review ever, but...
Yeah, it is. Especially since this isn't a sitcom.
Yeah. Well...
It's a drama with some comedy.
Yeah, I mean... A lot of it takes place in the spaceship, but it's not like the Three's Company where they're always at the Regal Beagle or the apartment. But it's a really decent show, and I'm kind of bummed that there's no more to watch.
There's no more. There are comics though.
Yeah, I'll have to read those.
Yeah, there's a comic that is set between the end of the show and the start of the movie.
Oh, really? That's the old Dark Horse miniseries.
Yeah. There's one that I think is set. I haven't read that one. It's I think set when in the middle of the show, so it doesn't really tie into anything. But all the characters are alive, and then happy. And then Patton Oswalt is writing a one-shot that takes place after the movie.
Sweet.
That's supposed to come out, I think, in June or so.
I heard something about a Shepherd miniseries, too.
Really?
Yeah. Somebody was talking about that on Wednesday. I don't know if that's true or not. Because that'd be cool, because they sort of never really tell you all about the Shepherd's past.
Yeah.
Spoiler, if you're waiting for that.
Yeah.
But,
throughout the show, they hint that he's got something going on with him, and even a little bit in the movie they do, but he's essentially a cameo in the movie.
Yeah, and someone says, he's like, oh, it was, Early, what was his name? Something Early?
Jubal.
Jubal Early.
Yeah.
Awesome character, by the way.
Yeah.
He was always saying things like, so you park on a driveway and drive on a parkway. Does that seem right to you? I mean, he didn't literally say that, but he said something about, when they said something about the shepherd, he's like, that guy knows shepherd.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, what does he know?
That is, that's a great character. He was the villain in the last episode. And in fact, I remember when seeing previews for the movie, thought that Chiwetel Ejiofor was going to be playing that character.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I thought that character was coming back.
Yeah, he was a really good character. Had the very last line of the series, actually.
Yeah.
Spoiler, sorry. Shit.
That's not spoiler.
Yeah, it's not spoiler. If I would have said that, he was floating through space and died, that would have been spoiler.
Yeah. But, I know we're running super long on this episode, but I don't care.
Yeah?
It's Serenity.
Serenity.
We're not only discussing Serenity, we're discussing the entire Firefly series.
Yeah, it's kind of like we're discussing 16 hours worth of viewing,
right,
instead of 2. Albeit poorly.
Yeah. Well, that's what we do.
That's our
MO.
We're sticking to a formula that works.
But it's kind of a shame. I think I would have loved to have seen, a series of Serenity movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, all the actors have all moved on to other things now.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them in, never watched the films, but at Blockbuster I've seen, like, Malcolm the Captain on a like, trucker horror movie or something. I don't know.
He's in Slither.
Oh, really?
Which is...
What's the one I'm talking about?
One of my favorite horror movies of all time.
Really?
Yes.
I have not seen this film.
It is awesome.
Well, now we can't review it because we all know what you think about it.
That's true, but we can watch it.
We can watch it
anytime we want.
Sweet. I'm down.
It's a must-see.
Yeah? Really?
Yeah.
Who else is in that?
Elizabeth Banks, Michael Rooker, a guy whose name I can't remember, but he's a
that guy.
He's a that guy. He was also in an episode of Firefly.
Okay.
Pam from The Office is in this.
Yeah. Okay. Let's watch it.
We will.
Sweet.
We will. But Nathan Fillion, he's the Mal.
Oh.
Good actor.
Yeah.
Really good actor. In a lot of stuff that gets canceled.
So he's like the Keith Giffen of TV?
Kinda.
Okay.
Although I think he may have found his Justice League finally.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's in a show called Castle, where he plays a sort of
the Punisher.
Stephen King level popularity mystery writer who becomes a police consultant.
Oh, that's cool.
Consultant, also shadowing a cop so that he can gain research for his books.
That's pretty cool.
But he's essentially still playing, Malcolm Reynolds, just
really?
Without
the haircut.
Well, it's still got the haircut, just without the cowboy suit or the guns. Yeah,
I love the haircut, and it's very like 80s, late 70s, like 80s.
It's a classic look.
Yeah,
it's not a mullet. It's
it's not a mullet.
It's not styled in any particular way. It's just a classic man look.
Something about it though just kind of reminds me of that era, like growing up, seeing people like playing basketball with that haircut. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. It just seems it's not as like clean off the neck as most short haircuts now, but it's not as like swoopy and
right,
crazy as indie rock. I don't know.
Yeah, I get you. It's a classic.
Yeah.
He
wears it well.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
There is one episode of Castle, it was a Halloween episode, where he dressed as Malcolm Reynolds.
That's awesome.
Yes.
See, now I kind of want to see other TV shows, and I hate that about TV. I'm like, that actor's cool, and does a really good job. Now I want to watch, 20 more hours of TV.
Right.
What are you going to do?
Well, I can tell you can avoid Terminator: The Sarah Connors Chronicles.
Does it have Zoe in it?
That has River in it.
River, okay.
She plays a Terminator.
Really? So she likes playing, kind of cold, calculating kind of characters.
Yeah. Because she can't act.
Oh, yikes.
Oh, negative things said about Firefly.
Really? I thought she was good.
I don't like her.
Yeah. She's kind of moody, kind of gothy.
Dislike.
Hmm.
I think Jewel Staite, who plays Kaylee, I think she went on to Stargate or something like that.
She's really good. I like her.
She's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Very cute.
She's a fine actress, too.
She is very good. Anara. She is currently on the show V.
Oh, yeah. I saw a trailer with that. Yeah. She's spooky.
She is very spooky. She's got the crazy eyes.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, there's an entire episode of How I Met Your Mother dedicated to her crazy eyes.
Really? I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah.
I actually just watched a couple episodes over the weekend.
Yeah.
I love that show.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Ted winds up dating her, but everyone tells him that he shouldn't be because she's crazy. Because she's got the crazy eyes.
Does she, do some weird thing with her eyes?
No, she's just got really big, giant, crazy eyes.
Yeah. Okay.
She was also in the 5-minute sort of pitch trailer for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's weird.
Yeah.
Wasn't there somebody else on Firefly?
In the movie, a brief cameo, there was Dennis, or the guy who plays the character of Dennis from Always Sunny.
He's not the jockier one. He's the suavish one.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's a great show, too.
Yes.
Man, I love that show.
See? TV is good.
I know, it's horrible. It's horrible.
Not all TV is good.
It's horrible because
but the good TV is fucking good.
There's so many good things that I can waste my time not doing anything other than watching.
Yeah.
And I like them.
Yeah. Rescue Me. Mad Men. Dexter. Firefly.
2.5 Men.
2.5 Men. Night Court.
Yeah.
Barney Miller. Always Sunny.
Double Dare.
Tiny Toons. Alf. Animaniacs.
Have you ever seen Permanent Midnight, Alf?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have.
Yeah. Is it good?
It's okay.
Just okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I always look for it at the library and they never have it.
Yeah, it's nothing amazing. You're not missing anything by not seeing it, but it's also something that I wouldn't not recommend.
It's funny.
No. It's not really a funny movie.
Really? Okay.
It's about heroin addiction and the horrors of it. Just centered around the guy who wrote Alf.
Do they mention Alf in the movie?
No, not...
No. They mention the show, but not...
It's a show about an alien puppet.
Wow. So they weren't hiding it. They weren't cleared to speak its name. The Mamakian that shall not be named.
Yes. Gordon Shumway.
Yes. How did you remember that? Wow. Remember the cartoon, the Alf cartoon?
Oh, yeah.
That was good stuff.
Yeah.
Saturday mornings. Wow. Wow. Alf.
Alf indeed. And of course, the actor who played Wash has been in a ton of movies. And he's currently in a movie called Tucker and Dale vs. Evil.
Okay. I've heard that's supposed to be funny.
Yeah, it looks pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Horror movie, he plays a redneck.
Mm-hmm.
Looks awesome.
I could see myself watching that. I think that guy was one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, he was on he was in Dodgeball. He was the pirate.
Was he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I haven't seen that movie in years and years and years.
And in fact, I went to Hollywood Video today because they're closing, and I was looking for deals. And they were playing the movie 28 Days.
The first one?
No, just 28 Days.
Oh, okay.
The Sandra Bullock rehab movie.
Oh, okay, so that's not a zombie movie.
No.
I was like, Sandra Bullock as a zombie, that could be good.
No, yeah. She just plays a drug addict, and he was in that in a scene that they showed while I was trying to leave there.
Sandy B finally got her Oscar.
I will say, the first time I saw the trailer for 28 Days Later, well, no, I didn't. Someone told me about the trailer for 28 Days Later. And they're like, yeah, there's a trailer for this movie called 28 Days Later. I was like, is that the sequel to the Sandra Bullock movie?
Yeah, because if so, I'm there. Is it in 3D? I'll watch it in 3D.
I'm tired of 3D.
Already?
Yeah.
You've only seen, like, what?
2 movies.
2?
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alice in Wonderland? No.
Nope. I'm not going to see that movie at all.
Tron.
I will see Tron.
That looks good.
But that's just because it's Tron. I could be perfectly okay without ever seeing that in 3D.
Yeah. For some reason, I don't think I need to see that in 3D.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't seem like it would add to it.
Yeah, I'm just going to see that because it's Tron. Yeah. I saw My Bloody Valentine because it was in 3D. Mm-hmm. I saw Avatar because it was in 3D. Yeah.
I think Alice in Wonderland will be better in 3D than not.
I don't think it'll be good at all.
Yeah. Well, I'll let
Tim
you know.
Burton needs to stop.
Did he reach the plateau, like, in the 90s?
Yeah.
I agree. I loved, everything up through, like, I can't remember what came last. Was it Sleepy Hollow? What was right before Big Fish? Because that's the first one I was like, that's weird, a Tim Burton movie that I don't like.
Planet of the Apes?
See, I even liked that, and I can see that it's not good.
Yeah, okay.
But I like it. Like, I could see myself watching that once a year for the rest of my life, even though I know it's not a good movie.
Right.
But, yeah, Big Fish, Forward, not a big fan of, other than I enjoyed Sweeney Todd. I thought that was good.
Okay.
But I think me and Kathleen might go see Alice in Wonderland.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun.
I'll let you know if it's terrible or
do
not.
Do not invite me to that, please. I'm just, like I read that Warner Brothers announced like a slate of movies that they're putting out, and like every like major sci-fi or action movie that they're coming out with is going to be in 3D.
That sucks.
I don't need that. Like Green Lantern, like all their comic movies that they're putting out now are all going to be in 3D.
Oh, right.
Green Lantern, I'm sure the next Batman, the next Superman.
Do you think this is what it was like in the 50s? Like somebody put out a 3D horror movie and then everybody was like, everything's 3D now.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I mean, like, but they didn't do it they just did it to, like, genre movies, right? Like, they never made, like, a 3D Cary Grant movie or anything.
No, probably not. Yeah, I think it was all, sci-fi and horror movies. No. And that's essentially what all the 3D movies coming out now are.
So like, Night and Day is not going to be in 3D?
Probably not, yeah.
Okay.
Although, who knows? It's an action movie. I'm sure Tom Cruise wants money.
Mm-hmm. I've heard that he enjoys cash.
Yeah, well, he's got to give, 80% of it to the Church of Scientology. So.
Well, I don't think aliens can grow volcanoes without cash. So, he does need to spread the wealth.
That's true. All right. Serenity, anything else? Chiwetel Ejiofor?
Yeah, what language are all their curse words? Do you know?
Chinese.
Is it all Chinese?
Yeah.
So do you think Chinese people that are watching that, like, they're just offended all day long?
I'm sure the Chinese people, as a people, aren't that offended by things.
Well, I mean, but...
And they made up those words.
Well, that's true. It's their own fault.
Yeah.
Well, but I'm just saying, like, every episode there's, like, some sort of somebody who yells something in
Chinese.
Like a curse word. So, I mean, they're, like, getting... Like, to us, it's like... Or at least to me, because I don't know the language, it's like gobbledygook.
Right.
Oh, jeez.
Well, let's see. You know English, so whenever you see, like, a Quentin Tarantino movie where it's just profanity-laden, are you offended?
Couldn't be more so.
Well, then I apologize for the past year and a half of this show. I guess I should...
Can you start swearing in Chinese?
No.
I mean, just watch a couple episodes of Firefly. And
they say Goram, but then I'd just be a big fucking nerd. And
what's that?
That's what they say on the show.
Goram.
In place of goddamn, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Unless it means something worse. I don't know. But you have watched 16 hours of this.
Yeah. I can't remember any of the words, though. Like, I remember them just going like... Right. That's all I hear. Because I don't know the language.
Right.
I don't know it. All I want to do is eat a fortune cookie and some white steamed rice. That's...
I love a good sticky rice.
Me too.
Chiwetel Ejiofor. Just look saying his name.
Yeah.
Yeah. The operative.
Mm-hmm.
The bad guy of the movie.
He was good.
He's good in everything I've ever seen him in.
What else is he in?
Children of Men.
Oh, that's it. That's the one.
Inside Man.
Never saw it.
Really good movie. You should see that too.
Yeah,
Red Belt.
Don't know that.
Dirty Pretty Things.
Don't know that one. That's not a tattoo movie?
Yes, it is.
I have never seen that, actually.
He may not be in that movie. I may have just made that up in my head, but for some reason I see the DVD box, and like I just have his picture like superimposed in the background. Could be wrong.
It could actually be Boris Karloff. Who knows?
Could be.
Similar chin structure.
Yeah.
Don't think he's Hungarian. No, neither is Boris Karloff.
Yeah. I believe he's also in a movie called Kinky Boots.
Kinky Boots.
I like Again, could be wrong.
That sounds like a fun movie.
Yeah, it could be. Chiwetel Ejiofor.
What language is that? Is that Chinese, what you just said? Those two names together?
There's a podcast I listen to called Jordan Jesse Go. And in an early episode, they had a contest. Who was better, Chiwetel Ejiofor or Jimon Hansu?
And just in general?
Just in general.
Okay. Who won?
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Really?
Clearly.
Okay. Hands down?
Hands down.
Okay.
He is much better than Jimon Hansu.
I'll have to take your word for it. Were they were
one of them was in the movie Constantine. Guess which one was that?
Not the guy that is good.
On the nose.
You know, they should make a sequel to Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man, but instead of Mickey Rourke and Don Johnson, they should get those two.
Chiwetel and Jimon?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
We would review that.
Yes, we would.
In 3D, no less. It's a horror movie
but only IMAX 3D.
Oh, it's the way to go.
Yeah.
It's the way to go.
Yeah.
Or maybe we could even get... What was that thing in Kentucky Fried Movie, Feel Around Vision or something? Where a guy went to the movie and...
I've never seen it. So.
Oh, it's pretty funny.
I'm sure it is. I've just never had the opportunity.
He goes to the movie and they're like, this movie is presented in Feel Around. And then whenever like a love scene starts happening, and Usher's like reaches over and like grabs his breast, and then like whenever she slaps her boyfriend on the screen, the Usher like slaps the guy. Like James Cameron should get a hold of that technology.
I'm sure it's coming.
Yeah.
My coworker and I we were talking about the rebooting Spider-Man, of course.
And why wouldn't they?
And why wouldn't they? It's only a movie that's less than 10 years old.
Mm-hmm. No one even remembers it. Spider-Who?
I know. Right. But they're getting James Cameron to consult on the movie. To mentor the director on shooting action and 3D and using the technology he had for Avatar for the new Spider-Man movie. And my coworker and I were kind of joking that James Cameron involves, now we're going to have actual superheroes running around because he's going to develop the technology to create a human who can stick to walls and shoot webs out of his ass.
Yeah. He'll be like, well, we're perfecting the...
We have our radioactive spider ready.
Yeah. We're just trying to find the right person. That's awesome.
We have been doing this for about an hour and 10 minutes. Do you want to just forsake the break and just keep on going?
Yeah, no break for us, buddy.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we're going to power through. Yeah. So,
Because I really don't have a song to pick for this anyway. So.
right
There.
we could have just picked the theme song of the TV show, but nobody wants to hear that.
No. Of course, if we had to put up with it, maybe they should too.
Oh, that's true. Maybe we can go out with it.
Maybe. I think all of our information at the very end is probably all out of date by now. Anyway.
Oh, is it still play over the Black Wolf Fight song?
Yeah.
Okay. Check them out, everybody. By the way.
Do they exist?
No.
Okay.
No. I mean, the people that were in the band, like one of them works at Target, so I know they're still alive. But
And one of them is Pat, who may or may not be 20 or 22.
yeah, could be any concoction thereof.
Right.
Those figures. James Cameron, Spider-Man, something. Don't remember.
Chiwetel Ejiofor, Feel Around, 3D.
I heard James Cameron is gonna do Titanic in 3D and re-release it. Had you heard that?
No, I did not hear that.
Is that possible?
Sure.
Because I mean, they didn't plan it in 3D. Can they just fix it up into 3D?
Oh yeah, like the Clash of the Titans movie that's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Not originally filmed in 3D.
Really?
They did it after the fact. So, I guess if they can do that, if he still has all his footage, which I'm sure he does, I'm sure I'm sure he's invented the technology to do it anyway. So,
Yeah, I bet he did keep the footage.
yeah.
Somewhere out there, it
He
probably
probably
exists.
still has the replica that he built for the movie that he lives on now.
Yeah. Oh, how great would that be? To live on a forever sinking ship. It just always looks like it's sinking, and like at night it just comes back up. That'd be awesome. My favorite part about that movie is the band that keeps playing as the ship's sinking.
Oh, that's the movie the band played on.
Oh, really? Okay. Is that an actual movie?
Yeah.
We should watch that.
No.
Is it about the Titanic?
Yes.
And it's focused on the band?
No.
So, how do they know the band played on?
They probably don't.
Okay. It's impressive, though.
Because I'm pretty sure if I were in a band on a sinking boat, I'd get the fuck off.
If it was ice cold waters and I can't swim, I'd be like, well, I'm just gonna play. Keep playing.
So you'd rather die than try to live?
Well, if I knew I wasn't gonna live, I mean, there was like,
But you don't know.
oh, I'd know.
There's like 1,000 people on board that try to help you, I'm sure.
No.
Just because you're in the band, it doesn't make you a pariah.
I bet people don't try to help each other in situations like
No,
that.
probably not,
Yeah.
but I'm sure somebody does.
Yeah.
And besides, it's only the captain that is supposed to go down with the ship, not the band.
Well, Captain.
They're just session guys.
What if it's Captain and Tennille playing in the band?
Well, then they go down.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, at least captain does.
Well, yeah.
Tennille gets
Tennille's
off.
out of there. Yeah.
Well, she's a woman, so
Women and Children First.
Right.
Great Van Halen album. Do you think Sammy Hagar would go down with the ship? Because I'd pay money to see that.
I think we'd chain him down.
Yeah. We'd pour some mojitos down his gullet.
Is that what he drinks?
Probably. He seems like the mojito type.
Wabarita?
Anything that has like an annoying, goofy name, I bet he would drink that. I'll have a wall of hammer, boo, 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 down. Seems like a Hagar drink.
Yeah, Red Rocker.
Yeah. I had a Sammy Hagar tape. This is a good story. When I was like 12 or 13, I went to Second Time Around, which I went to today.
Hey.
My life never changes. Yeah, this is way back when I was like going to Second Time Around and working at Mavericks. As opposed to now. But, so I went to Second Time Around with one of my friends to buy some cassette tapes, which I still listen to now. And,
Just because that's all you got now.
it's true. I seriously listen to my cassette Walkman every week. But, I love it. I love the mixtapes. But, so we went to Second Time Around, and, I was looking for, like, I don't know, a ministry tape or something. And there by the register, when I was checking out for whatever tape I had, they had a stack of Sammy Hagar's, I forget the name of the album, but it's the one with I Can't Drive 55, and it was on cassette, and it said, there's a sign that said, free with purchase. They had so many, and they had priced them down to 10 cents, and they hadn't sold, and they had like 100 copies because every collection they ever bought. Yeah. And so I got a free copy of I Can't Drive 55. And I listened to it, or whatever it's called. Like, I had that song in there. But I listened to it one time, and like I have this rule. I've always had this rule ever since I can remember. When I buy an album, and like upon listening to it one time, I'm like, this sucks. I hate it. I listen to it 2 more times before I sell it.
Right.
It's a 3-time rule. That album, one time, it was out.
Wow.
Yeah, I can see why they had 100 copies of it.
Who did you sell it to? Because obviously not Signatory Red.
I think I put 2 pieces of Scotch tape over the 2 holes in the top of the cassette and recorded something over it. Yeah, probably with like Huey Lewis or Prince or something. But yeah, it was
much better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Much better. Yeah. Much cooler.
Fuck yeah. Especially Huey Lewis.
Oh.
I love a Huey Lewis.
First 2 albums I ever owned were Huey Lewis 4 and Huey Lewis
Sports.
It wasn't Sports. That's the first one I ever heard. My brother had that, but I can't remember what the other one was. It was 4 and something else from the 80s.
Small World.
I think it was before. It was before Small World, because I remember when Small World came out.
Right. Oh, I'm out. I have no idea.
I can't remember. I can't even remember the cover of it. I just remember 4 had them all like leaning up against the wall.
Right.
That was the first album or cassette or piece of music on a tangible piece of music I ever owned was 4, Huey Lewis 4.
Wow. I may have said this before on the show. Mine was the Monkees.
Nice. It's hard to beat the Monkees.
It really is. I was listening to them yesterday while I was doing artwork.
Yeah. They're an upbeat, like, positive. I need more of that kind of music. I was looking for like Beach Boys. I went to second round and I was like, I'm gonna buy like a Guided by Voices or a Beach Boys or a Beatles maybe. And I ended up with Helmet and Iron Maiden. But
Iron Maiden's upbeat.
Well, it's upbeat. Yeah, and it's not. Yeah, I mean, it's not a downer or anything. But I was looking for something poppier, I guess.
Right. Well, today while I was doing artwork, I was listening to Death.
Pretty poppy. That's awesome. I've never owned any of their albums other than somebody burnt me a copy of just like some random Death songs.
Right.
Pretty good.
Right.
I like it.
I was also listening to A Tribe Called Quest.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
Also got a hold of a bunch of 90s emo bands.
Ooh, not so awesome.
Yeah. I used to be big into emo. Like, like even the the Stalwarts, I still, really enjoy. There's not a band called, well, there probably is a band called the Stalwarts.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean, the Stalwarts of the genre.
I gotcha.
A Sunny Day Real Estate or, Braid, Christie Front Drive. I still enjoy those bands.
Okay.
But, this was like a compilation of, bands that, I've never heard of. With good reason.
Yeah. Was it called, Emo-tastic?
No, it was just, a folder of a bunch of bands. So there was, 6 different bands and, each of their albums and stuff like that. And terrible.
Yeah.
Like Captain Jazz or something.
Oh, I remember Captain Jazz.
Really?
I didn't think they were that bad.
Oh, they're pretty awful.
Really?
Okay. Yeah.
I haven't heard them in years, but...
Yeah.
Who else? Braid. A lot of the emo kids I knew in the 90s, but people that were big fans of Braid, also loved Veil.
Veil? Yeah.
I wouldn't call them emo.
No, not at all.
Hardcore-ish, but they're upbeat. I love how upbeat they are.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Yeah, Veil's not emo at all.
Yeah.
Just, hardcore. Yeah.
Do you remember a band called the 24 Possible from Dayton? Did you ever hear them?
No.
I've
heard of Festive Skeletons.
Yeah. Yeah. Different band.
Okay.
I loved 24 Possible. Thought they were great. Saw them play
I've
live.
heard of Legbone.
They were good too.
They do our theme.
Saw them play live when they were Liquid Legbone.
Ooh.
They opened for Pawn. Or no, Pawn opened for them. Whatever. I was there to see Pawn. No offense.
By the way, when I say that Legbone does our theme, they don't know that they do our theme.
Right. One of them received an email a year ago.
Yeah, I asked their permission.
Yeah, he's like, well, whatever.
Right, yeah.
And that was the last he knows about it.
Yeah.
But 24 Possible, Great band. Listened to them for years. Had
Crusty Watch Guys. That's another Dayton band that I used to listen to.
Never heard of them.
Joe Angel.
Oh, okay. I know him. The guy that screams a lot.
Not at the time, but yeah.
And then I heard Braid years later. Didn't realize 24 Possible sounded exactly like Braid. I thought they were like so original and like, amazing. And they were. I mean, they were really good live performers and like they were a solid band, but their sound was possibly 110% derivative. But great band. I'd still listen to them. But it just blew me away when I heard Braid. I was like, oh, what? Because I knew the singer-songwriter from 24 Possible listened to Braid, so it wasn't like, two people in separate countries come up with the same math formula at the same time. It was like, he heard them and then ripped it off. But he did it well. Did it really well. Good stuff.
Yeah. I enjoyed Braid. At least one of their albums. Frame and Canvas.
Never heard of that one.
It's their one good album. Used to listen to a lot of Jawbox, a lot of Jawbreaker. Oh. I don't know if I would classify those as emo, though. Early Jimmy Eat World, I would say, was emo.
Yeah.
Until they became, like, just super pop punk.
What was the band they became? It wasn't the Decemberists, was it?
Who?
The Jimmy Eat World Cats?
No, Jimmy Eat World is still Jimmy Eat World.
Didn't, like, they split off and something? No. Okay. I was thinking...
Maybe you were thinking of At the Drive-In became Sparta and Mars Volta.
No. I was thinking it was Jimmy Eat World. Maybe not.
Maybe you're thinking Sunday Real Estate became The Fire Theft?
Didn't Pink Floyd become Dillinger Escape Plan? That was them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought so.
And here's a fact that maybe not a lot of people know. Black Sabbath, Green Day.
Yeah? Two of the three.
Two of the three,
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Ozzy had his own thing.
Right, he had to do TV shows.
But Tony and Geezer formed Green Day.
Right, and it's much better.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Kind of left Dio out in the cold.
Yeah. He's a little bitter. But hey, they're in heaven and hell now, so.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Well, they brought him in. They couldn't call themselves Green Day because obviously that's Dio singing. So,
right. That's his thing. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. He's got his own sound.
Yeah, right.
Can you imagine him on American Idiot? Just wouldn't fly. Although, it would be much better. It would be much better. I never saw Green Day play live.
Neither have I, because I don't like them.
I'm not a huge fan, but I will admit it here to you, my fellow friends. Dookie, one of my top 10 favorite albums of all time.
I bought Dookie when it came out, and he did it, and gave it away.
Yeah.
I listened to it, I bought it on a Saturday. I listened to it twice. Took it to school on Monday and just gave it to the first person who asked for it.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I loved it. Listened to the shit out of it when I was like 15 or 16 whenever it came out. Still have a soft spot in my heart for it, even though I haven't owned it for a decade. But one of my favorite albums. It's one of those songs where, when you listen to an album and you know that you love it because, whenever you're like 10 seconds away from the end of one song, you know what the next song is all the way through the album. I have that same exact thing going on. But yeah, I love it.
I haven't had any music that's actually like, when you hear something for the first time and it's almost like there's a chemical change within your body, and then just like, wow, this is affecting me like in a way that I've never felt before. I have not had that when I've listened to any new music, except for last week I listened to the new Mastodon album.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Chemical change?
Yeah.
Was it Crack the Sky?
Crack the Sky.
Mm-hmm. I still have not heard that.
I fucking love that. Yeah. Rock Sugar came close, but,
Yeah. Okay, that I love.
That is fantastic, but, like, maybe it's just because of my familiarity with all the music on it.
Right. It's like
I'm already adjusted to it. Right,
yeah.
Right.
You're like, I've been listening to this all my life, and it's brand new. I'll have to, like, listen to Crack the Sky and borrow it from you or something.
I can swing that.
Yeah. Sweet. Although I got some metal. I put in the helmet Betty when I got home. That's the one I bought.
Betty's not bad.
Oh, I
like Meantime.
Meantime's awesome.
Yeah.
Too short, though, I think.
Yeah.
I listen to it at school on my Walkman sometimes, and it flies by like lickety-split.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, Betty, that's a good one, too. I'll have to pick a helmet song sometime soon.
Yeah.
Never done that.
Yeah.
Even off Strap It On. That was a good album, too. Not as good. Like, the songs are well written, but it doesn't have their thick sound yet.
Yeah.
But good times.
Good times indeed.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I say let's wrap this fucker up.
Yeah, that's about time. For the one of you that's still out there, you win, and congratulations, and we're sorry. No break even. Wow.
Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah.
You did it, sir. Or madam.
Perseverance. You get you here.
Yay.
All right.
Cheers to you.
Here.
Oh. Well, these are empty bottles. Doesn't mean as much, but whatever. So it's my turn to pick a comic book.
Yes, it is.
I've got two in mind.
Oh, my God.
From now on, I'm always going to do that in case you veto.
Well, pick your number one choice then.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one of them... Well,
don't be debating. You have, like, one that you really want to pick.
oh, yeah.
Pick it.
Okay. My number one choice for a comic book... We should have a theme song for picking comics. Like, when we're like, it's time to pick a comic, there's like... it's like the top 10 list, how there's like that...
Right. Okay,
have some...
Comic book. It's time to pick a comic book. Here we go. It's Jason's turn. Let's hear what his comic is.
And the comic for this week, I'm gonna pick... Yeah, I kind of... Yeah, you're right. Sweet Tooth, Out of the Deep Woods.
All right.
First 5 issues of the series.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Down for that?
I think.
Yeah. Do you own those?
Maybe.
Hope so. Because mine are at my mom's house and I gotta dig them out.
I've cleared out some shit in my file within the past 2 weeks.
I was thinking that you bought them all.
Pretty sure I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If not,
I'll have to dig through my
your
gigantic stack of comics I haven't read in the past 6 months.
All right. I don't. Just to clarify, I don't live with my mother.
No,
but I visit her once a week. And
but you keep stuff there.
I keep.
She lives there.
She
loves you.
She lives by herself in a house with like 5 bedrooms. So, I occasionally I'll because I buy comics every week. I'm a nerd.
Yeah.
And a couple weeks ago I took a big stack of them over there and deposited them in the basement. Yeah. And I know stuff that I've read already, and I know Sweet Tooth was in one of the boxes, so I'm gonna go dig them out.
Reread them.
Yeah, reread them real quick.
I'll have to read them for the first time because I think I've only read the first issue.
Okay.
Because again, I stopped reading comic books about 6 months ago.
You grew out of it.
Yeah.
You're moving on.
Yeah.
No.
Seriously, no, I don't understand what happened, but yeah, just like I've been buying them.
Me too. You know what I'm thinking? I'm storing up for the the zombie apocalypse or some horrible disease or like the end the sun burns out. I want if I don't have a job like that, maybe more realistically, the Mavericks just goes out of business. I want to have a stockpile of books to read. Right. So.
And that you can also resell when you have to start your own comic store.
Exactly. I seriously, I've got I don't have like 30 boxes of comics or anything, but I could at least set up at Trader's World. I could do that. Yeah. I've got a shitload in my mom's basement.
Yeah. But, I recently made sure that my blog could be updated with minimal effort from me for the next month.
Nice.
I may take this time to start reading some of my comics.
That's awesome. Yeah. Comics are good.
Yeah. And so Sweet Tooth, they're in my stack of unread comics, so that actually helps towards that.
Sweet.
Yeah.
We're working towards a common goal.
Yeah.
Here at Gutter Trash.
All right. hang on. Let us keep going, because we are going to break an hour and a half.
Oh,
We have never broken an hour and a half on this show.
we just did.
Kinda, but, there's like that minute of bullshit that we do beforehand, so...
Oh, right.
So let's go to at least 132.
Well, I ran out of shit to talk about 18 minutes ago.
No, you always run out of shit to talk about, and yet we always still go. I'm sure that if we kept on this, we could probably go for 2 hours.
Right.
Let's not.
Yeah, right.
No.
Nobody wants to.
We're not punishing people here.
No. Well, other than ourselves.
Other than ourselves, right.
That's what we do. So any exciting plans for the week? Read some comics, obviously.
Read some comics, may play a video game or two, finally.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, like, my
Sharona?
My Sharona. She's my ex-girlfriend, but she's also my best friend. She comes over and hangs out with me on Friday nights. You come over and hang out with me on Saturday nights, and usually on a Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
And those are pretty much the only 3 days where I actually get to sit on the couch and watch something on TV or not do anything than work on the computer.
All right. Yeah.
When I come home from work every day, I go to the computer and I do artwork, or I've been building a website.
Ooh.
And that'll keep me busy till midnight, and then I go to bed, and I haven't had any time to watch movies or...
I think you deserve a me day. Once
deserve
a week.
a couple me weeks.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying that even after this is over, I think you should be Wednesday is me day or something.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
Well, Wednesday is usually the day where I'm the brokest.
Yeah.
So it's usually the day that I go to bed directly as soon as I get home.
Okay, that's not a good me day, yeah.
Yeah, and then sleep until Thursday morning when I get paid.
All right.
And can afford to go eat something.
Right, yeah, that's true. Maybe Monday should be your me day.
It should be, but sometimes it's the day where I go to my parents' house and have dinner and do my laundry and stuff like that. And then I come home from that and work on the computer.
You're dedicated, and I'm excited about the thing that we can't talk about yet, but it looks good.
Hey, like I said, folks, keep a lookout for the feed. Got some big, exciting plans coming up.
And another thing, completely different from that, I won't spoil it yet, we may have a guest coming up.
Oh. Wow, yeah.
Yeah. If it comes together,
If it comes together, right.
If he's a good enough sport.
This is a tenuous thing at the best right now. So, yeah, keep an ear out for that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we did it. Fucking 1 hour and a half. Woo! We are sorry.
Without a song.
Without a song, just us straight talking. Other than our awkward pauses.
Well, there's a good 26 minutes of that.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll let you go.
Yeah. You're free. No homework tonight since you sit through this 7 periods of hell.
So thank you, everybody. Next week, Sweet Tooth. This week has been Serenity, which we love.
Check it out. But watch Firefly first.
Or no.
I mean, you don't have to.
They both hold up, I think.
Yeah. I could see how this would be, not as good, I think, without watching Firefly, though.
Well, our friend Joe G said that he saw it in the theater without seeing the show ever, and he loved it, so...
It's true.
Yeah, so hey, whatever floats your boat, but watch both. They're awesome. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Goodbye.
Gutter Trash can be downloaded at www.guttertrash.net, iTunes, Podcast Alley, and FeedBurner. You can also find us at myspace.com/guttertrash_net, seanborn.net, and buyerbewarecomics.blogspot.com. Contact us at eric@guttertrash.net or jason@guttertrash.net. Thank you for listening to Gutter Trash. We'll see you next time.